Alright, well hello, I'm Jock, welcome back to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Last time we finished up the Sonic and Tails version of the playthrough, and, well, time to move on to the Knuckles playthrough. But, how about we change things up a little bit, shall we? Alright. I was on the fence about how I wanted to do this, and I decided I'm bringing out the GameCube and bringing out the Sonic Mega Collection. Because while I could easily do a Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough on the Sonic Origins, I was trying to think of how to make things different. Originally I was thinking about maybe just doing, like, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as their own things, and, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it, but if I am gonna do it, it's not gonna be today. But I thought let's go to this one, because this one has the quote-unquote original music. And, well, yeah, I don't think we have anything to lose, so let's just jump right into this, shall we? Because there should be a couple of differences, mostly in the music. Also, the quality may look a little bit different. And I also want to say this is a different theme from what we had playing before. Alright. Let's jump right into this. We can only do Knuckles. Sonic and Tails, Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. So we're jumping right in with Knuckles. Starting off with Angel Island Zone, and I thought there was a cutscene, but I guess not. So Knuckles! I want to say how Knuckles plays is that he is slower than Sonic, but faster than Tails. And I want to say he also has the shortest jump of the three. However, to make up for that, he has the ability to essentially glide and climb, essentially allowing him to, well, get access to a lot of locations that would not be available, at the very least not available to Sonic. And there also are some specific locations that are unavailable to him that would be available to Tails, and vice versa. Also, Knuckles can just destroy rocks. And as we go into this one, well, as I'm not playing the Origins version, if I fail to get a Chaos Emerald or later Super Emerald, well, I'm not going to get the ability to just retry 1, 2, 3. So, yes. And also, I was correct how the ring number actually goes up in at least this version of it. I don't know if, quote-unquote, the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles with the whole lock-on technology was any different, but this is how I know it, so I can only assume that this is how it always worked out. So, I mentioned a little bit before, back when I was playing the Sonic 3 and Knuckles stuff, the Sonic and Tails playthrough, that there was a little bit of story bits and bobs about Knuckles that I wanted to hold off until we actually got to Knuckles' playthrough. And one is that, like, why does Knuckles trust Robotnik / Dr. Eggman? And, like, the first part is, like, well, he's been alone on Angel Island, being the Guardian for so long, so, like, he really has no, like, true outside knowledge and experience and all that, so, like, somebody came crushing into his door, and his options were either trust nobody or try to trust somebody, and it's just unfortunate he decided to trust the first guy that came by, which just happened to be Eggman. Which some people take as being naive, some people take it as him being stupid. I guess naive, because he just trusted the first person that he found. But honestly, I can't really blame the guy. And also, like, considering what we later found out back with, what was it, Hidden Palace Zone, that whole mule thing of what we can only assume to be that of Supersonic and Mecha Robotnik, or whatever that Doomsday Zone robot was. He really doesn't have a whole lot to work on. Oh yeah, this rock, okay. So you can actually, is this the rock you push? Goodness. No, I must be thinking of a different rock. Okay. I gotta say, there's one of them like that, and you can just, like, spin right next to it, and it will just open up. Whee! So So Knuckles, for the most part, he's not going to play all that... Here's the rock. He's not going to play all that different considering, well, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all have to kind of play the same. It's just that how Knuckles works is that he just has a few quirks about him that makes his playthrough a little bit different. I mentioned before, he is considered the hard mode of the game. Simply put, his bosses are going to be a little bit more difficult / annoying to fight. Also, it's very hard to notice, but you actually do see there's more of those robots in the background. So when does this take place? Well, according to Sega, this game takes place, or Knuckles' playthrough takes place at the same time as Sonic's takes place. Which, I don't know, I can't buy that entirely. I'm into this at the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and this is just my headcanon. Personally, I believe that Knuckles' playthrough has to take place, like, the entire adventure has to take place after the events of Sonic and Knuckles. And it's just, how long is up for debate. I like the idea that this happens, like, post-Chaotix, because it gives a reason for Knuckles to have left the island and come back to, like, there being Batniks all over the place. But, I don't know, that could just be me. So Knuckles' main thing is that, well, he is the Guardian of Angel Island, and he's the Guardian of the Master Emerald. However, apparently, I believe in the original manual in Japanese, I believe it also said that he was also the Guardian, or he is also the Guardian of the Chaos Emeralds, which doesn't make the most amount of sense, like, realistically, because, like, the Chaos Emeralds have been found in 2 separate locations, that being, I believe it is South Island and West Island? The locations of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. So, like, the Chaos Emeralds were found off of Angel Island, so how is Knuckles the Guardian of them if, well, they were found elsewhere? Now, that does kind of tie into the idea that perhaps the Chaos Emeralds were region-specific, so each location had their own specific Chaos Emerald. So Angel Island had its own emeralds, in this case 7, Sonic's Island would have 6, and so on and so forth, so that could be a reason for it, and again, I mentioned this before, that kind of fits with how the Archie comics did it, where there was just not 7 Chaos Emeralds, but multiple Chaos Emeralds until later down the line. And that also would make sense for some other games as well, like Sonic the Fighters, and I'm pretty sure some of the other games, like the Game Gear games, I'm pretty sure also only had, like, 6 or something like that. So the Chaos Emeralds number, especially in early Sonic, was a little bit jumbled up. They were jumbled up, and the colors were different, and there's a lot of different things here and there that just, obviously, Sega at the time didn't really plan for. They were just, as much as trying to make a game and, well, profit, for lack of a better word. I think over this way? No, it's just being down here. Okay. I do want to try and find the emerald, or more emeralds. Now, some emeralds that were available to Sonic will not be available to Knuckles. Some that are available to Knuckles will only be Knuckles specific. So, just something to keep in mind as we're going through all of this. Oh, no, I don't think I want to go that way. I would like to try and get out. Oh, no, I'm stuck. I cannot get out. Wait. Oh, I can just climb through this? Alright then. Ah, come on. Nope. Oh my goodness. The whatchamacallit? Fine. I'm just wasting time. I was gonna say the platform, whatever you want to call it, was just ruining my momentum. And yeah, as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble right here. I don't have the jump height that I really need to get a running start to actually get up that. So that is, in part, just how much Knuckles' lack of jump can really just come back to bite him in the butt. Also, not everything's going to be solid, and it does seem to take him a little while to actually start getting his glide going. As we can see, he does seem to drop at least a little bit of height before truly getting started. I was hoping to get up there for that shield, but no. Oh yeah, this is... We actually saw this pathway beforehand, because, well, we couldn't do anything with Sonic, and no, you can't do anything with Supersonic either. Because if you came up here otherwise, you'd be coming up here, destroy that rock, because you can't actually do it, and you'd be stuck. Meaning that you have to go this way. So again, the whole branching pathway situation starting off right now. And yeah, I don't have a fire shield to start things off, and yeah. Granted, it's Sonic, so as long as you got a ring, you're pretty much in the clear. I do appreciate the fact that we actually have a Knuckles logo on this. Also, I don't know why, that, like, punch animation. Sadly, I have watched way too much Sonic for Hire when I was younger, so I just see that now, I'm just thinking to myself, Frying and Buying! Frying and Buying. Knuckles, what does that even mean? Ah, whatever. Well, here's my flame shield. Flame on! Okay. Trying to think of what else to really talk about, because there is technically a lot to Knuckles and his story and his background and all that. Stuff that we have right now and stuff that we got like later down the line from future games. God dang it. Like, finding out more about like his people and his history thanks to like Sonic Adventure, and learning more about like the Chaos Emeralds thanks to Sonic, I want to call it Sonic Origins, Sonic Frontiers. But like one of the biggest questions would have to be pretty much like the Master Emerald. Like sadly, out of everything, the Master Emerald is just one of those things that feels like it never really gets properly answered. Like it's a powerful emerald. It's a power source. It apparently has the abilities to nullify that of the Chaos Emeralds. Which is odd, considering now with Frontiers, we now know that the Chaos Emeralds are not even from the planet. Spoilers, I guess we haven't seen Frontiers, but, like, yeah. I was gonna say, well, the point of that, and I probably something up that way. I was really curious. Hold on, let me go back real quick. No! Really? Just a pathway? This doesn't seem right. This feels like there's a secret hiding out here, but... I guess it could be over this way. But no, because it's just... Alright, just wasting my time. Excuse you? Hello? Alright? What? Alright, game. I'm trying to play your game, but I don't understand. Yeah, hard mode, more enemies, more things to fight, more things to deal with. Alright, this should take me to... not where I was hoping for. I was gonna say, we would have found one of the Chaos Emeralds by going the one way. Well, at least one of the golden rings, but... well, we kind of skipped that entire pathway. Honestly, I feel like Knuckles is kind of really set up for, like, the exploration of everything, with... mostly, I would say it's his climbing ability. Like, that truly, like, when you break it down, really does open up the world to, like, so much potential. Also, yeah, only 2 emeralds, and I'm already at the Dr. Robotnik fight. Although, that is not Robotnik! I thought the bridge would fall apart in pieces. Instead of it all just losing its hitbox 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you actually look, that is not... hello? That is not Eggman, that's actually one of the Egg Robos. The Egg Pawns from the end of Sonic's playthrough. Good God, I'm having a terrible time fighting this robot. Okay. I did try to say before that Knuckles is considered the hard mode. But, this is just me being impatient more than anything else. Part of it being that I don't have my little buddy out here to take a hit for me. And I thought I got a bit of knockback when I did my gliding jump against bosses, but I guess not. Oh, shoot. Thankfully the glide can save me a little bit. Well, that stinks. Get out of here! Thank you. So yeah, we got the Egg Robos here instead of Robotnik himself. But we still have to go through all the worlds. Although I believe I've heard the idea that some of the levels were not designed for Knuckles. Simply because they lack any Knuckles-specific pathways. Also, I like this detail. Like, Sonic had to get dropped down into Hydrocity, Hydro City, whatever you want to call it. But Knuckles, he's like, I know this location, so I don't have to, like, bother with that. And he just willingly goes down. Although that also begs the question of, like, well, was there anything else out there? Like, you had all of Angel Island, but you just decided to just do that. Hello. Just decided just to fall down into Hydrocity. And I don't care if people want to call it Hydro City, I'm calling it Hydrocity. I still really much really much like the name of Hydrocity more than Hydro City. Because we don't see any underwater civilizations, so Hydro City to me just doesn't... Oh no. Okay, cool. I was able to save it. So to me, Hydro City just doesn't... I understand, like, all the naming conventions and everything, there was that thing down there. Hydro City really does fit with the naming conventions of just how Sonic 3, or, yeah, how Sonic has been doing its naming conventions, like Mushroom Hill, Angel Island. But we get so much speed. There's a lot of the springs, you got the grabby hands to help move you around. But I think it's also only an American thing. I think it's just in this... I think it was only stateside where it got the name of Hydrocity. I cannot jump off of that. All right. Well, I think I got the extra life I get. Oh, that's funny. I didn't know I could get a bubble off of that. Well, I was inside the thing. That was cute. Oh, you freaking pufferfish. Oh, shoot. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Oh. I mean, don't mind if I do. Know what I was going for. Bubble, bubble. I need a bubble. Bubble, bubble. Thank you. Okay, it would have been fine. I didn't have to panic. Oh my god. I think I did that the same time, last time with Sonic as well. Meanwhile, sadly, no emeralds. But one thing we can do is actually rip onto the wall here. Ah, that sucks. Oh no, my emeralds, my rings, and I am now ringless. Oh, Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, so I should have mentioned this before. My plan for this one, because we've already seen all of this before, like... Oh, come on. We've already seen all of this before once, so I don't see a reason to to show everything off again. No, not everything off again. I don't see a reason to do a whole 2-act structure like I did for Sonic. So I'm gonna go for a 3-act structure this time. Oh, come on! And there goes my last ring. I was gonna say, I can just spin dash out of that. Okay. But I guess for being greedy. I'm trying to buy it! I'm Jesus! I'm standing on water! My arm is stuck in the wall! So yeah, since the boss, the boss has been that of the Egg Robos. Oh, well, I'm dead. Or not, no, I'm dead. I actually could have survived if I faced right instead of left. Don't know why I faced the opposite direction. Okay. So since the boss is that of an Egg Robo, that means at least one of them survived from the end of Sonic's playthrough. Which is interesting, because something else did not get destroyed at the end of Sonic's playthrough. And, well, I kind of pointed it out before, back during the playthrough. I'm not gonna say it here, in case, I don't know, somebody doesn't watch or somebody didn't know, or Maybe someone just wants a surprise. But yeah, it is something just to keep in mind, because somebody has to be taking control. Somebody has to be pulling the strings now that, well, Robotnik's not here. Been kicked off the island, more or less. Also, if we do go through these, I didn't actually show it off earlier, we still got all the same bonus stages from before. We got the slot machine, we got the pinball machine, we got... Oh, I almost got that, wow. We'll have the orb ball thing, so... That's out here if you want to try and get yourself power-ups or rings or whatever else you can get. Wow, we actually hit each other. Like, I hurt him, and then he hurt me. Idiot. Alright, well, I'm still on the prowl for Chaos Emeralds. Because sadly, I don't know where all of them are located. So unlike well, I said that for Sonic, and I found so many of them. But I do honestly feel like Knuckles will probably have to have a bonus episode, or... No, he'll have to have a bonus episode, because I'm not doing multiple, of me just getting the remaining emeralds. I still say Mushroom Hill is, like, the best place for that. Especially, you know, because apparently, from what I understand, there's, like, 9 rings on that stage, at least for, like, Sonic and Tails. Or I think for Sonic and Tails. Hello? Oh no, I'm falling! Bloop, bloop. Oh, god dang it. I keep fighting these things and I keep saying to myself, ooh, yay! And then it's just like 10 rings, and it's like, yay. Really? 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 Release the strength level 0. Level what? Now I think we just want to go right. I'm pretty sure I went left already, and that just didn't get me anywhere. Alright. Oh! I jumped too high. I should have spin jumped, but no! I had to jump on top of the frickin' box. Wah, wah. You? There we go, finally! Because, well, I guess I should have mentioned this before. There is Super Knuckles in this game. I don't know about Origins. I would assume, some of the things would still be the same. Because in this game, Sonic and Knuckles can both become Super. And then if we get all the Super Emeralds, spoilers I guess, you can have a Hyper Sonic and Hyper Knuckles. Tails, however, in the original, I'm not sure about Origins, upon getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, was not able to get himself a Super form. However, if you got all 7 Super Emeralds, he was able to get himself, well, he technically got himself a Super form, but it came at the cost of the Super Emerald, so he didn't get a Hyper form. That also means that the 7 Chaos Emeralds alone didn't do much for Tails to begin with. So in a way, Tails could be seen as an alternate version of hard mode, like I guess a medium mode would be more precise, because you're going through Sonic stage, you have the ability of flight, you just don't get anything until you get all the Super Emeralds. Which, depending on how that goes, it means you're going through the Sonic 3 portion without any backup, and, well, Sonic and Knuckles without anything until, well, you get everything. Okay. I was gonna say, I might have done a bad. I think that's fine. Considering how bad I have been doing these stages, I want to try to make sure I get all these rings. There we go. Okay. I was gonna say, if I messed it up now, I can't go back. Alright, that's 3 emeralds down. And I'm on Act 4, technically. Or Zone 4. So not the best ratio. If I can find another one, I'd be like 1 emerald per act. Oh, hello there. Thank you. Thank you, weird grabby hand. As I fall down. And there's one thing I gotta say I'm kind of upset about. It's that we never got a, like, proper Knuckles game. I feel like a Breath of the Wild style Knuckles game could actually be very interesting. I've heard someone else bring up the idea. But, like, Knuckles is a fighter, so you have combat right there. He's fast, so he's not as fast as Sonic, but he's still fast. So you still have the speed aspect. He has his climbing ability, like, say, Breath of the Wild. There is merit to it. Granted, I don't... Yeah, I would say basically take this... Well, then again, I never tried... I never did the... I want to say DLC, but the update to the Sonic Frontiers. So I don't know, maybe that has been, quote-unquote, rectified through that. I want to get up there, because I'm pretty sure there's an emerald up there. I don't know if I'm going to get to it, and I can't grab onto that. Okay. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that's where I got that one emerald from, the Sonic playthrough, thanks to Tails. Oh, by the way, as I'm losing my voice, just because I wanted to test things out, if you are playing on the original one, you cannot get Tails to carry Sonic unless you have somebody, well, controlling Tails through Player 2. Player 1 cannot make Tails fly. So, shame. It does mean that getting some of the emeralds would be a little bit more difficult because, well, you can't cheese it like I could. I couldn't cheese it now in the original like I could. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't even know what I mean, but I know that other people are smart and clever and the like. Because apparently I got poo brain. Jake, this host got poo brain. And we're off to the races. And sadly, we should be coming up close to the boss fight by about now. Oh, wait, oh no, this is where the emerald was. Okay. That could mean this is like part 1 Super Knuckles. Depending on how the Mystic Ruin goes, and, well, how well I do all these blue spheres. If I mess up these blue balls, well, I'm gonna be regretting it. I feel like I had more to talk about Knuckles, his story, his background, and everything, but sadly, just like always, whenever I get to play in the game, my mind just kind of shuts off and I get focused, hyper-focused on what I am playing more than anything else. Also, I wasn't sure if I even got that one blue sphere, but I'm pretty sure I heard... Okay. I'm pretty sure I heard it. Also, when the speed just kicks up in the middle of a chain, oh, that's always the worst. Because you're, like, preparing yourself to, like, move at a specific time, and then it just speeds up. You're like, okay, no, I have to go a little bit sooner than I was originally planning. And I believe this might be it all. It was. Okay, so that's both times I've done that. Oh, well. But I did get to what I was saying before. I'm at least 1 emerald per zone. Granted, I didn't get any in the previous zone, but shh, candy. Anything else up this way? Because only Knuckles would be able to get up this way. Did I loop around? Cause... What? I guess the stage loops. Okay. That is interesting. I did not know that. Well, at least that area loops, and I went right too soon. No. I was gonna say, I know what happened last time I did that. Also, I just want to... Whoa! Talk about a jump! Got a lot of eye for that one. I just want to point out I almost have 200,000 points. Oh yeah, we don't fall down, because that's where the one thing happened! Oh, now I remember one thing I wanted to mention. So, I was saying before about how later down the line, one status doesn't have pathway, or some status won't have a Knuckles-specific pathway. One of them is the air... whatever they're called. Whatever the air fleet one is after Mushroom Hill. I can't remember the name at the moment. But the shame, because it has, like, the best music. But I kind of like the idea that that place does not actually have a Knuckles-specific route, simply because I feel like a Knuckles-specific route should be tied to Angel Island. This is Knuckles' home territory. This is his turf. He knows this place inside and out. Going on to, say, the air fleet and all that would make sense that there wouldn't be anything specific for Knuckles to get through, because he doesn't know the way around. He doesn't know... like, he'll know the island back and forth. This place, not so much. Anyways, we have to deal with this boss again. So, yeah, two ways to really damage him. You have to wait for that water tornado to come down, and then try to get up there to hit him like that. Or you have to try and use the explosions! Okay, that was odd. Try and use the, updraft from that to help you. There we go. Yeah, because, again, sadly we don't have Tails, so we don't have his extra height, nor do I have his extra ability, extra teamwork power to get extra hits in. Which, honestly, like, Tails is honestly, like, a great asset, but also a great detriment, depending on how things go. Oh, okay, I am in space now. I don't know if I'm ever coming down. Oh boy, oh boy. That was something. Okay, so note to self, don't go gliding unless I know I can get away with it. Well, I'll come down eventually. There we go! Okay, that was interesting to put it lightly. Alright, go free, little bunnies! Although you're probably gonna drown, the seals will be eating up your corpses. Oh, I'm at 9 minutes, wow. And just like Sonic, we get launched up. Marble Garden! I don't remember what I called it before, but it definitely wasn't Marble Garden. I messed that up terribly. Okay. Well, thankfully, unlike Sonic, Knuckles can actually throw a punch, so we shouldn't need those UFOs to actually break open the gateways. Although I want to say our biggest issue is going to be the dart shooting platforms. Oh boy. Because I want to say they are just ever so slightly too tall. But I want to say we got a completely different boss fight for this stage. Simply put, just a friendly reminder, the Sonic boss fight, well, yeah. The Sonic boss fight required us that we had Tails with us to fly and then we hit him. But, well, we don't have... Come on. We don't have Tails out here to actually give us a hand and fly, so we have to figure out a different way. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I have to just... okay. So without Tails, we can't do that boss fight, so we're gonna have a completely different boss fight, and I'm gonna say right now, it is definitely difficult. Like, I may over-exaggerate some boss fights. I may over-exaggerate a lot of boss fights. But I do remember the boss fight for this stage being difficult, if not annoying. And I think it went backwards. I will say, get ready for some pretty long levels. Which, considering I'm doing these at 3 acts and 6 zones at a time, means that these are going to be long videos. It also means that these will be only like 4 videos plus maybe a bonus episode. Depending on how things go. Oh, I was just ever so lightly touching my controller. That one's on me. But I guess one thing to talk about is the fact that Okay, I mentioned before that Knuckles is supposed to be the guardian, or said to be the guardian of both the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds. And part of that can make sense by looking at the shrine location. Like, we do know from that location that there was like 7 pedestals for the 7 Chaos Emeralds alongside the Master Emerald. So the claim that this is a place for both the Chaos Emerald, that he's supposed to be a guardian of both the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emeralds, does not feel completely unwarranted. It's just one of those questions of, well, what happened? Now, by the events of Sonic Adventure, you can get at least, I guess, a decent idea of what happened. Although I'm not going to spoil that game. It's old, I know, but we can talk about the story of Sonic Adventure when I ever get to Sonic Adventure. But long story short, without spoiling too much of that, an event happened that could be the reason why the Chaos Emeralds were no longer there. However, from Sonic Adventure, we also learned that what is now modern-day Angel Island was not always flying. We also know that the Master Emerald actually does hold some sort of secret, but we don't know that yet. Again, that's a Sonic Adventure story plotline that I have no business to spoil. Because, yeah, otherwise, the Master Emerald is just... And this is not just in this game, but, like, in the series as a whole, the Master Emerald just feels kind of underutilized. Like, it's sadly just another MacGuffin. Other than, like, the 7 magic MacGuffins that we're getting, like, every game. And I think we don't get any, like, thing else out of it, because I think in a way that the Sega team might be afraid to actually come up with anything, because, well, they come up with, well, the Master Emerald does A, B, C, D. That can lead to continuity issues, or it can come to, like, their own problems later on, like... And like I said, right now, what we know is that the Master Emerald can do is that it can nullify the effects of the Chaos Emeralds, which, in a way, could be signified as to how exactly Knuckles was able to beat the Super out of Super Sonic. Also, this is the boss fight. So this thing's gonna go up in the air. You need to watch out for the spikes that are gonna fall down from the ceiling. Essentially get on top of this thing, and just hit the drill. I'll say the spikes falling are definitely going to be your biggest issue. As long as you can avoid all that, you should be okay. Also, can I find a freaking box? Come on! I know! They can get the monitor boxes every so often from, like, the sign hitting the ground. So, like, I don't know if it's location-specific, I don't know if it's... Actually, anything up that way? No. I don't know if it's location-specific, I don't know if it's based around, like, say, my score? I also want to explore up that way, if I could. Game! No? Okay. I don't know. This just felt like something that might have held a secret for the Knuckles. Like a Knuckles-specific... Maybe not Knuckles-specific, but like a Knuckles-tail-specific emerald. Alright, fine. I'm trying to explore. I'm trying to be good. All I'm getting are headaches. And I feel like that was one thing I didn't do too much with Sonic. Like, at least in the beginning, that I didn't explore enough. Yep, the Egg Robot was doing the exact same thing as, well, Robotnik was doing before. So, again, like, what is the plan out here? If the plan is just to, like, try and stop us or try to just destroy the location, then hey, he's... Well, technically he's doing a bad job, because we aren't dying, but... He is destroying the location, so that's something. I still like the idea that, at least in the original, he's looking for the Chaos Emerald. He's looking for the Master Emerald. But what they would be doing now, unless you're going by the idea that this does take place at the same time as Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Look, Sonic's... No, I remember that one now. As Sonic's adventure through Sonic 3 and Knuckles, then, okay, yeah, then it makes sense, because this is all happening at the same time. But that doesn't... It does not feel right to me that it would be happening at the same time, because... Well, why would he have an egg pawn out here? Why would he... He'd be fighting Knuckles when he needs Knuckles to stop Sonic, and we also don't see Sonic on our pathway, so it's not like we're, like, trying to get ahead and get to these locations and then stopping Sonic. If we did that, then yes, this Knuckles' playthrough definitely takes place during the same time. I don't know. Stuff feels like it's just happening for the sake of happening. Because video game logic and all that, I guess. Yeah, sadly... Well, I was gonna say, sadly, video games, especially back when this came out, stories were not always the best. You always had retcons and... continuity issues all the time. I mean... trying to even think. Of course, I'm like, oh yeah, they had issues all the time, and they try to think of an issue, and I can't think of an issue. I just know it had to happen. Like, there's always issues when it comes to storytelling, because all it takes is just one mistake, and you go from, oh yeah, this character's invincible, to, okay, this guy's invincible to only on Saturdays. It's like, well, why? Oh, because we say so. Because we couldn't figure out a good reason why they want to be using this power all the time, and blah, blah, blah. Alright, this episode's been going on long enough. I'm at like 40 minutes right now. I was originally thinking about trying to do all of Sonic, all the Knuckles... I was originally thinking of doing the entire Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough in one go. But I think it's definitely going to have to be divided up into multiple recording sessions. Just because I don't want to go overboard. Also, before I forget, Happy New Year! I'm actually recording this one ahead of time. It's actually New Year's Day when I'm actually recording this. Okay, this one. Alright, let's maybe try climbing around it then. Because I don't know what I'm missing. So yeah, that just must be a Sonic and Tails... Yeah. That's a Sonic and Tails pathway. Just out of the reach of Knuckles. Not gonna lie, I was actually hoping for something. Wait, is this? No, it's not. Just Egg Robo again. Causing trouble. Causing a panic. Ah, my rings! Need them for laundry. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the destruction sound effect and screen shaking. I mean, as of right now, it's not doing anything, so I don't know if anything's actually happening or if it's just all a random effect. Also, I did not find any of the Chaos Emeralds, which is funny, because I'm pretty sure I found, like, 2 or 3 of them when I did the Sonic playthrough. Which just means I did a terrible job of exploring. By the fact that I was like, oh yeah, I want to try to explore a little more. Oh, that's evil! That one's evil! I had just enough time for all that. Alright, well, here we go. This is the boss fight for this location, and as I said, it is completely different. You got the Egg Robo... Oh. It's gonna fire out that slingshot, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna go out, and I got hit despite the fact I was in the middle of my jump. Alright, for the most part, I can only really say just try and be careful more than anything else. You know where this guy will be going, so try to use that to your advantage. The biggest issue is just trying not to get sniped. It shouldn't be too bad, although I thought there was more to this. Like, I swear I remember there being a lot more to this fight. Like him shooting out like a bunch of... like going out like 4 times or something like that. But no, it's only 2, alright. Yeah, I knew it was 1 hit away from death. I don't care about losing the rings. Not gonna lie, the robot having the Robotnik face of just being lit on fire and all that. A little bit funny, a little comical. But okay, we are done for now. With that out of the way, Carnival Night Zone will be next time on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It will be Carnival Night Zone. Oh my god, what was the ice zone called? Ice Cap Zone, and then the launch base. So I will see you there. Later.